Okay, guys. Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm live everywhere where I need to be live. Funny, man. Whenever we're doing just for a big game, something happens there, but it's okay. Please let me know that you guys can hear me and that I am audible. We are going to start the watch along just now, just making sure that everything is as it should, is set up as it should be. Let me just get my camera right. Okay. I think that is everything. Welcome everybody to the Overthinking Football Show. A special, heart-wrenchingly sad day today for Orlando Pirates fans. As they say goodbye to El Padre, as they call him. Jose Rivero, this will be his last game in the dugout for Orlando Pirates. It was announced a couple of days ago that he would be leaving early. He'd be gone a little bit early, and that from his contract a little bit early. So that is what we're seeing here in this game. So it's a very sad day. My name is Pagani. Shem. Yeah, man. Yeah. You find out he's leaving, then you find out he's got another team, then you find out that all of these things are happening. No, it must have been tough, man. It must have been tough.
There's a lot going on, yeah.
There's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on. Okay, so let me start the timer. Guys, this is a watch along. Welcome, everybody. Remember, the show is normally on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But then if Chiefs, Pirates, Mamelodi Sundowns, or Bafana, Banyana are in action, we will be here doing this watch along. It's a very interactive show. You're able to jump in and tell me exactly what you're thinking about whatever's happening in the game or whatever topic we're speaking about at the time. Now, all I'm going to ask for is 25,000 likes. So if you could please tap the screen 25,000 times. It is free. I will keep it open in the second half. You'll be able to jump in and express what's happening. Is my mic doing things? And tell me exactly what is happening. So what's going on, Shembe? Tell me what's going on, Shembe. So yeah, that is how we're going to. Oh, you can hear me. Okay, so you can jump in and tell me exactly how you're feeling by pressing the button at the bottom of your screen that says multicast. It's a button that is a blue figure hugging a pink figure. You press it, you request, I let you in, and you can speak to me. Halftime, I'm gonna let 5 people in, and we're gonna speak about what we're seeing in the game. And then, of course, in the second half, if we can get to 25,000 likes, I'll keep it open. Now, for Jose Rivero's last game. Hi, Mara Pirates. Oh, man. What's the man? Yo! Ay.
Oh my god! Oh my god! My Sheila! My Sheila!
Oh, my Sheila. Jose is leaving. Oh, Z. Jose wakuyahamba. Masawe United today. Biggest hate watch. Yo, agent, the biggest hate watch of the season. Guys, I'm sorry, Paris fans, but I have to do this to you.
Surprise!
It's over. What we train you good way. Ungapel. Ungapel ntongolo ngene. Wona Julio ngomkrile ngomkhona phe rona khona phe. But then soon ne jone nyo we train you good way ntshwara. So move on and get to me. I used to love you, but now I don't.
Guys, I'm not happy, I'm not happy. That was just explaining the situation. Okay, so Paris comes into this game number 2 on the log. 23 games played, 17 wins, 1 draw, and 5 losses. They've scored 36 goals and conceded 17 for a grand total of 52 points as it stands right now. Golden Arrows, number 14 on the log, 24 games, 6 wins, 8 draws, and 10 losses. They've scored for 16 goals. They've conceded 26 goals. They've got a grand total of 26 points. I think we need to have a conversation about Kush Mangoba. We have to have a conversation about Kush Mangoba, that Golden Arrows, because it's not working out. Anyway, in their last 5 games, Orlando Pirates has 3 losses and 2 wins. The last game, of course, being on the 10th of May, where they lost to Kaizer Chiefs. Man. So Kaizer Chiefs beat Pirates 2-1 to win the Nedbank Cup over the weekend. But before that, they'd played Arrows before and beaten them 2-1 in that game. Then, of course, Golden Arrows itself has 3 losses and 2 draws. Last game out was a loss to Orlando Pirates. And before that was another loss to Stellies. Then, in the last 5 games that these two have played together, Pirates has to smile going into this game because they've got 5 wins. There have been no draws, and Golden Arrows has managed no wins. So it's been Pirates. The last time they saw each other, of course, was the 4th of May, where Pirates beat Arrows 2-1, and before that was the 7-1 drubbing. These Sundowns coaches, man, when they leave Sundowns to go and coach at these other teams. Look at Prastiv when he got to Moroka Swallows, then eventually got to Arrows. Look at Coach Mangoba right now over there at Arrows. Ngathi kunzima, man. Ngathi kunzima after living a nice life to go back down. Yeah. In any case, the starting lineups are as follows. Chain in goal, Simboga as the Shandu and Hoto. The defense for Pirates, you've got Makaula Silepe, who's making his first full debut. Dlamini Kotamfuke and Mabasa in for Ngwanasesi, who is injured apparently. So that is what is happening. What's happening? Can you guys at least still hear me? Please don't tell me I've been speaking this whole time, Khante. It's tough. How about now? Is it a little bit better? Okay, so then when it comes to Golden Arrows, Watenga is in goal. You have Gianni Kobedi Tsele, Dlamini Zwane Ndwandwe, Theron Makwele, Tanti and Sibia as the starting lineup. Last time we saw Arrows play Pirates, I think Abo Sibia would have been kicking themselves for not taking the opportunities that should have been taken in that game. Pirates was a little bit open in that game. They gave them a little bit of a tough time. But Pirates, of course, coming out with the win in any case from that game. Now, this is also a weird game because as it stands right now, Orlando Pirates, Mamelodi Sundowns need basically 1 point in order to win. So Pirates, whether they win all their games or not, this is all in Sundowns' hands. But it is going to be a confidence booster to have the final game be a win for Coach Jose. And maybe they'll be trying to get that 7-1 win. You're looking at the starting lineup and you're looking at them playing a very attacking team. You're looking at Abo Silepa, Abo Dlamini, Kotamfukeng Mabasa. It's a very attacking team. I don't know if that's a good thing for Pirates because whenever they have come out and tried to they've tried to push, it's always been a little bit tough for them. Whenever they've gone pound for pound, versus Sundowns 4-1, versus Premiers 3-2, versus Chiefs 2-1, towards the end when they went and tried to put themselves into the game strong. But then, of course, this is a team that is number 14, guys. A team that is number 14. So this should be a win for Pirates, but hopefully they can send Coach Jose off nicely, man, after he's given Pirates so much, you know. No jokes. So anyway, GNU, is the GNU together? I want to know if the GNU is together.
The GNU will not last long.
Is the GNU together for this game? I saw agents speaking about it was a hate watch game when you're watching Orlando Pirates today's game as a Sundowns fan, as he is. Are the other guys hate watching? What's happening? Man. My cabinet, I don't have to be in the top 8. My cabinet is in the trophies now. The trophy is in the cabinet. We are in the CAF Champions League. Ask me about that one. The CAF Confed, sorry. Ask me about CAF Confed. It's on channel 202. And even if we are not in... Oh, excuse me. Even if we are not in the top 8...
what does that matter?
But does that matter? Teacher, if Pirates draw Sundowns, automatically take the league. No need for 1 point. It's fine. View once is okay. Sundowns will most probably win the league. Pirates has the MTN8. Chiefs are the holders of the Nedbank Cup, and then of course Makesi hold the Carling Knockout Cup. So that's a very interesting one. Kabuyeli happiness is too much, says Koti. Didn't this referee retire a few years back? No, man. Are you thinking it's Jerome Damon? It's not Jerome Damon. I also, when he looks the other way, he looks like Jerome Damon. Oh, Selepe. Already, yellow card, 8 minutes in. Oh, relax, boy. On your debut. Yay. Can we say he was lucky there? Can we say he was lucky there? Oh, what's happening? Oh, now that Paris must play, my audio sounds weird. Yeah? Oh, because how must I fix robotic? How must I fix robotic? Because if I turn it down, you're going to hear everything that's happening in the background fully. Sub Selepe out and put dancing. Come on, dancing. Kanti malume kutso. Lebanka kai batho ba man. Lebanka kai. Okay, is it better now? Is it better now? There's no auto. There's no auto here. I can. Shembe, I don't know, guys. You'll have to deal with this one. Golden arrows with a cross there and a chance there. That some girl says it's meant to be a red card. No, yeah. You see, I turned it down. Now it's out. Okay, can you hear me now? If it's a robot, please just listen to the robot then. Listen to the robot then. Okay, so what I was saying was that I was hearing a lot from Pirates fans, Barry, free, what. Kids at the red card. This is why I don't speak about referees. This is why I don't speak about referees, to be honest with you. Wait, let me see something. I hope it doesn't mess up my sound. Since a lot of you are complaining, man. Okay, let me see. Okay, is it better now? Is it better now? I think I found the problem, but let me check something else. Is it better now? Okay. Okay, I found the problem. Thank you guys for letting me know. Thank you guys for letting me know. Okay. I'm sorry. 11 minutes in. It is 0-0. Hasn't been very. There hasn't been much that has been happening here in this game. So let's see if Paris can conjure up something here. Oh, yes, champ. No, champ, let me congratulate. The under-20s have qualified for the under-20 World Cup by making it into the semi-finals of the tournament they're playing in the AFCON. So, Abongfundo Vilakazi and the boys are going to go through to the under-20 World Cup, which is incredible. Incredible. The problem is that you got the Nedbank Cup. Wow. Yes. Pete mina manje. Okay, at least in Petit Trophy manje. Now it's cutting. What is happening, guys? Wait a second. What is happening? Let me see. YouTube people, how are you guys hearing the audio? Otto, with a shot that goes over. I have a story about the World Cup. Development coaches can be so spicy. Ow. Give us the tea. There's tea, Ganti. Ow. Give us the tea. Okay, now on YouTube, my sound is fine. Then it must be thingy. We don't see you. Oh, Arrows with a counter attack. Okay, guys, we're going to lock into the game now. Apologies for that. I was just trying to fix the sound issues. Hopefully, it's not too bad right now. Hopefully, you can see me and I'm moving. Thank you, Siabonga. Thank you, Richard, for the gifts. Guys, keep the gifts coming. I'm a Nedbank champion, man. Send them. Send them. Okay, Golden Arrows with a chance there. Pirates still making the same mistake that they normally make, committing their left and right backs and leaving their defense in a 2. Especially now today because there's no Mbata really, and Silepe is not going to do much now owing to the fact that he's got a yellow card. I think that we're going to see if Pirates doesn't relax Khanye. It might be very open for Golden Arrows and it might be something they can take advantage of. Arrows is a team that loves themselves a good transition. They love putting Kele into transition. They love putting Sbia and Mtanti up there. So it's going to be very interesting to see if they can catch Pirates off, similar to what they did in that chance over there. You see, 3v3, drop back player, turns. Yeah, I was going to be offside, but turns, and it's a 2v3. See? So that's going to be very interesting to see if Pirates can stop that from happening. And if indeed we might have to see Bata coming in for the second half. I think Utoze wanted to give some players some chances, man. Bomabasa haven't featured much in the season. I know Machupa's injured, but they haven't featured much. This could have been a game for Lepasa. This could have been a game for Saleh. This could have been a game for a lot of different players. But yeah. Hey, there's rumors, but I don't want to say too much. There's a rumor that I'd heard a long time ago, but let's not say anything. Okay, here comes Pirates on the attack again. At least they're getting into the box. But what I don't like about what Pirates is doing here, is that they've committed so many players forward. Goals. Okay. I take it back. There we go. Is it Mabasa who scored? Oh, Mabasa. Shame. Oh, shame. Ivan, running to the coach. Well done. Go give him a hug. Ningakali too much. There's still a game to be played. Man, Ningakali too much. But no. Ay, man. Eh?
Oh my God. Oh my God. My Shayla.
My Jose. Oh, my Jose. Jose. Hey, Belile, Agikulum. Pirates playing the ball into across the field. Mfukeng decides that no, today I'm taking people on one-on-one. Takes it defender on, beats him a couple of times, plays the ball across, which is then finished by Umabasa. A boxman. We know that Umabasa loves to be in the box. He loves to finish in the box, and he loves anything that drops in that area. That is what he's good at, and that is what he brings to the table that is different to what Umahupa brings, which is the conversation. If you remember correctly, Mabasa scored 16 goals last season in the league. He was a great player last season. Mfukeng, what you give someone to guys? There's a guy who has to go back home and face his kids and face his wife and face everything after Mfukeng. I'm Pegisalena, I'm Misalena. Yo, guys. That goal was for Jose, says Wendy. Oh. Hey, hi, today. Hi, Guningi today. It's too much today.
There's a lot going on. Yeah.
Imagine if the league was to be decided in the last game and then Orlando Pirates loses their last game. How would Sundowns celebrate? Yo, that's a tall order. Sundowns would have to lose all of that. That's a tall order. I don't know if Cardoso would allow that. Even after leaving Sundowns, Mangova still disappoints. I don't blame Sundowns for firing. No, guys, this thing is simple. Upilakari sushi. Yeah? Upilakari sushi. Upilakari technical team that have 20-25 people. Upilaka structure. Upilakari signing 60 million. It's different world out there. Yeah? Coach Steve was complaining that they weren't even ice baths. Go swallows. Yeah? He was complaining already, it's so easy. Kio Mangoba, remember what Coach Vilakazi said? There was a lot of things that he had to go and convince management to go and get that maybe normal teams should have. So already you know what you're working with. It's not easy, guys. Out there. From a Lamborghini, let's a taxi. It's not the same. What if Scooter and Coco leave with Jose to the Red Devils? That would be interesting. I don't think Mfukeng should go up north, to be honest with you. I know Cassius Malula is starting to find his form. God rest his mother's soul. Deflection, just wide. Pirates is in the mood. And if there's one thing about Pirates, 0 to 100 in 2.6 seconds. These ones, you could be looking at a 4-0 halftime if you keep defending like this. Anyway, shot taken by Udlamini from just outside the box. Poor shot, but was deflected almost in by one of the defenders from Golden Arrows, who managed to just hit the post, skim the post and go wide. Who scored the goal? It was Mabasa. Who scored the goal? Sundowns fan, I'm not worried. He has this thing in the bag. Guys, this is just a testimonial, guys. This is just a testimonial. Everybody knows what they're meant to be doing here. This can't be a loss for Pirates. But here comes Arrows again on the counter. Let's see if CBI can do something. Like, I was about to say, I like Usibia. I like some of his movement. But as a typical South African player, once you need the final pass, the final product, the shot, the through ball, you just never get it. You can forget about it. Kimbuyudi not even on the bench, says Mr. F. Mr. S. Luande says, farewell, Pirates must win.
It's no longer a pending transaction.
The transaction has landed into the account. The balance is up now. It's upturned.
I'm joking. But by Shandu not. Oh, it was Shandu. Sorry, Shandu take the shot. Farewell match for Pirates coach. We're not worried as Sundowns fans. What are the I'll tell you guys off season. I'll whisper it off season. Yo. I don't wanna it's up time. I just want to ask if you have sent a text to your captain Smarties yet for bringing you. And I gave him his credit. In my review, I said, Urahashem, poetic justice is when a player who's your captain, who's been questioned for everything, can come out and win you your first trophy in 10 years. Now I've given him his credit. I've even told you guys that change his position and you'll see a better Mart. This Ndwandwe is actually a good player, says Tembi Nkosi. They have great players. With the experience Mangoba got from Sundowns, you'd think at least he would compete. Guys, Sundowns is a different thing, man. Like I said, because Sundowns was sushi. How fitla Golden Arrows, tshwanetse like this stuff, how sa tsebo stuff se lightiwa guy. Na le di chef kwa. Now you have to cook for yourself after so long. Now I asked the question. Coach Mangoba has been gone from lower, lesser teams, quote unquote, has been gone from them for a very long time. But he was one of the original signings that Coach Pitso arrived. I think he was at Sundowns since 2012. What type of experience can you have coming from that for 12, 13 years and coming to this? Completely different. In as much as he has experience in everything, he could sooner take a Chiefs or a Pirates than book Golden Arrows. Yeah. Be a shooter. Oh. Ooh. What a shot. Bia trying to curl it far post after a corner goes straight through to the other side. He then traps the ball and takes an incredible shot. Guys, that was EPL worthy. It's not a goal though. Mr. Oti, just tell Sundowns fans the good news. Mangoba should be allowed to bury Sundowns fans so he can lower us one more time. Do you think Sutherland would really buy Mabasa? How would the permit work? I'm not sure if the championship it works the same way, but yeah, I'm sure they'd find a way. Can't show you the match, guys. I don't have the rights. I don't own the rights. I can't afford the rights. I can't even dream of affording the rights. So the moment I show you a match, two things happen. I get banned and possibly they come for me. Betway comes for me. Supersport comes for me. So I can't show you the match. It is a watch along, guys. So unfortunately, no, you cannot watch the game unless you're on channel 202 or DSTV stream or Showmax Premier League. Speaking of Dwande, those Arrows boys rate him highly. Oh, wait, why would you go into traffic? Mabasa scored. Lekhwati once broke a drought for Pirates. Mark did it too. I'm happy for him, eh? I'm so happy for him. You have to wear shoes before lighting the stove. Aitan trailer man. Baring ka culinary terms. Bari al dante or whatever. Likhwati tseo man. Ironyana. No, papa, chief. And it's tough. It's tough. OT, what's happening with Nabi? Is he going or staying? Gosh, guys. Now, I said a while ago that it all depends on what's going to happen in the meetings that he's having with the family. The fact that he's being so blunt and saying things out loud, I think that shows you that that relationship is not going to be good. Gavin Hunt was somebody who also spoke about how a lot of promises were not kept, and the fights that they were having because of the promises that were not kept is what got him fired in the middle of the season after doing so well in the Champions League. So I foresee the same with Coach Nabi. I think there's a war happening behind the scenes, and I don't think it ends with Coach Nabi still being the coach, if I'm being 100% honest. If he does, there's going to be a lot of egos that have been put aside by management if he does stay. Or egos put aside by him knowing that he's not going to get the players. So you heard him. Tomasi, we'd say if he doesn't get the players, he has to go. He can't work under these conditions another year. Once your coach has the balance, has the cojones to say that out loud, Hashem. What a plan, Fuking says Spiro. Oprasem. Taki Samgelo. What a miss, Sibia in Kinga. He's always in Kinga, but he doesn't have a final ball. That's the problem with him. Oh, you can watch it on SABC Sports as well. Okay, SABC Sports is showing the game. So sabcsports.com, SABC Plus app. You probably could watch it on Facebook as well. There's SABC Sports page. So there are places to watch it if you don't have. Arrow's moving well. He says, Malume Kuta, our players must not get overexcited and lose focus. Yeah, here's that shot. Here's that. Oh, man. Oh, if that went in. Goal of the season. Nabi said he will stay only if they buy quality. But we asked for an outspoken coach. I like that he's exposing them. They don't want to buy quality. Me personally, I don't want you to be fighting battles outside. Your battles should have been fought when you signed the contract, when you came up with your contract terms, when you came up with all of those things. Personally, some of those things don't involve us as fans. They shouldn't involve us as fans, right? If you are having battles with the family behind closed doors because things are not being done, it shouldn't be our bag. You should have known that this was going to happen. What I fear, why am I speaking about Chiefs? I've got a podcast episode that's coming out tomorrow where I speak about this stuff. Back to the game. 27 minutes in, Pirates is leading 1-0. Hoto and Dlamini standing over a free kick. Hoto tries an audacious free kick from a very long far away. It's a Pirates game, please, not Chiefs today. Sorry, Fistos, I'm sorry. Caros is in love with SA Sundowns things he posts on his Insta. When can you work with Mart? Yeah. Personally, yes. Not to finish number 11. Luandle. Mr. Oti, can I haven't asked Tito or Dlamini? Ooh. It depends. It depends what you are trying to do in that game. I think Utito this season has been killed a little bit by the experiment of trying to bring Mfukeng into the 10. And that took him out of games a lot. I often say that Utito is the one thing that he has for him, for Pirates, even though Pirates has done well without it. The one thing he had was that he regulates that team. He controls the tempo. He tells them when to go, when to calm down. When things are getting heavy, he holds them down. So, Nkota, almost. Do you know what's funny about Nkota? Nkota will get the easiest chances and not score. But then the hardest ones, he'll make it look so easy. He made that look easier than it should have been. But, that defensive arrows is everywhere. What a ball. Okay, saved by the Arrows goalkeeper. Anyway, as I was saying, it depends what you want to do. So Utito, I think he's been phased out personally from the Pirates. I think that Utito, the role that he's playing, they're trying to move him on from it. That's why you see Udlamini. I don't think Udlamini is as impactful as Utito, but Udlamini could probably work if you're playing Mahopa. Mahopa, Relay, and Tito cannot play together in one starting lineup. I've been saying that forever. But Dlamini has the tendency to allow Mahopa to drop into the mid so that he can go past him. If you remember very early on, even last season, what they were doing with Mahopa was bringing him in, flicking on, and then the two white players get their chances, and then the two midfielders, Mbata and even Dlamini, you'd find them running past Mahopa, almost making an overload up top, which is something that Tito will not do. Tito would much rather drop back and fetch the ball. So, I don't know. It's a tough one. I would still lean towards Tito, to be honest with you. But in the way that this Pirates is set up, I don't think he has a space anymore. A lot of things should never be our concern. Even who's the coach was never. Yeah. Kotaikus Nunez says, Yanda, Hoto Watatazela. I pray that Arrows can be relegated because they always do Pirates favors. Hey, they're going to have to fight Cape Town City. But I get it, this season there's no straight relegation. They're going to be playing playoffs. The promotion playoff. What a pass in Mbogazi. That guy's a midfield at heart. But Ahly, I remember telling you guys that Mbogazi is becoming the new Nda for Pirates. When Nda's on the pitch, he's the primary ball handler and the primary playmaker of that team when he's on the pitch. Those long balls that he's looking out for. That has been Mbogazi, and it's insane that a teenager is taking that responsibility because, again, Pirates don't have a midfield that can come and fetch the ball. So they need to play those long balls out. He's insane, guys. He's insane. Oti, thank you. What about you, Pistos? How do you feel? You prefer a coach like Jose? I didn't say that. Maybe that's the rumor. His new club now. Yeah, that would be yo. Jose announced by Kaizer Chiefs. That would be insane. For Chiefs, I don't know, man. Pirates is nice because at least happy as fans. Like the Pirates fans know how to treat coaches. You know how to treat news. You know how to treat. You're very patient. You're very kind, and all of that stuff. Pirates, I don't know, man. But again, my podcast is coming out tomorrow. I speak about this. What players markets have during windows? Silepe is a conductor, guys. Through. We'll see. Can Tito come to Chiefs? Ay. Prati! Umisa kay Tito. Oh. Ambulance as a tembisa. Go Chiefs. I would be too much. He's better than all the midfielders, says Nechi. Thank you, Sambelo. Luanja says, good pass from Bogazi to Mtetwa. The rest was history. Mela Bute, I asked you to wear Pirates. How can I wear Pirates shirt when my team won? How? Happy Luna wrong. You guys wanted me to join different teams during the year when my team wins something. Hey, wrong. It's like you know something. So keep on mangba papang as fans. Ashembongs rap up as fans. Wrap up. Oh, Chiefs. Oh. The whole champion. Where imagine. Lukumkani, imagine. I'm good. Thanks to yourself, Daniel. I'm a champion, man. I'm a champion. You know, it's great right now.
South Africa. Quase South Africa. No putting your nose in.
If Arrows is serious here, they need to transition. If Arrows is serious, you need to do a two-man transition with Tanti and Sibia. Sibia shouldn't be picking up the ball that far. The ball should be going directly to Pirates' defense because Pirates is committing a lot of players into attack. A lot of players. Something we saw versus Chiefs as well. Maybe it's something that Coach Jose wants to do before leaving. Give people what they want, but it's dangerous. But then again, I don't know if Arrows will be able to take advantage of it. Problem Chiefs is the most fans. So many characters are involved. I'm just saying, Rapapa. Repapa Papi. Still have Chiefs attire on. Haven't bathed since Saturday. Wale says, OT, this nabby news of leaving the club in the season seems like they're serious. I'm not surprised. I thought he would have resigned by now. Mogazi missed the chance to celebrate World Cup qualification. What if he misses the World Cup? There's still time. But who does he replace? So if you're looking at Bafana, does Mbogazi have a clear shout to come into the national team? Does he have a clear shout? Can he replace the stalwarts, Bokekana, Bomvala, Bodotli, Bongezana, Bosbisi? Does he replace them? Or can he replace them? I don't have inside info. I have no inside info. I know nothing. Akirikeni. Please. So yeah, this is a hallmark of Pirates under Jose. They don't build up centrally. So whether you have Dlamini or Tito, the amount of times they'll get the ball in the center areas is not that much. There's two options. It's either a long ball out to the wings, or you go wide and orchestrate your attack from the wings. But I will say, let me give him credit. Usilepe doesn't look like he's scared to fetch the ball. Usilepe doesn't look like he's scared to fetch the ball. Very different to Umbata. Look at how he's opening up. Umbogazi can't play that ball most of the time. But you can tell that Pirates is not used to playing this football. Is Mfukeng central? Why is Mfukeng central when there's this defense here? This number 10-ish role that they're trying to experiment with, I guess for his growth, it's good, Mara. So much video enjoying Nedbank Winekasi. I'm sure he hasn't changed that kid. We want rulani mokwena. Yo. Jose is like Klopp. He saw he has hit a ceiling with his players. We wanted him in the CAF semi-finals. That's one of the stories. Hey, Christos, I'll let you have it, eh? Pirates is Mfukeng's team, Shem. Let's not rush ETLP. Allow him to grow, not doubting his capabilities. So I want to ask the question, Likumkani. Jose is leaving, right? He's leaving today. Where does Pirates go? Because the next coach that comes in, you now have to think about the CAF Champions League in a different way than you had thought about it before. Not saying that Pirates didn't have ambitions for Champions League, but now you have to look at it, So will they have time? Will he have 3 seasons to build the squad, to build Gangan, or is it pressure? And the reason why I bring this up when you bring up LTB is to ask you the question that if I'm coming into a pressure Pirate, do I still have time to blood in the kids? Do I still have time to bring in DDC players like Jose is doing? Do I have the authority to do so? Or do I have to be similar to Jose, come in, win a trophy or two, and work from there? And is that a viable one? Because also remember, a very big one, this is the last thing I'm going to say because I say this in my podcast. A very big one is that, have you guys noticed that Pirates' structure is changing? And Shem is by force, board. Prasten passing on, Floyd moving on. That's a whole new structure, which means that the coach that comes in might have unprecedented power. Is Pirates going to move to get a TD, full-time TD sporting director, similar to a sort of Fleming type role? There's so many questions for next season. But again, I address this in my podcast tomorrow. I kind of like how Arrows is playing, though. The problem is the defense. The defense has no idea about positioning, and it's been a Golden Arrows problem for a very long time. You think about when not Coach Steve, you think about when they lost 7-1. It wasn't that they were playing badly, I don't think, but that defense was completely open. If Pirates can find a way to get into those dangerous areas, they can score 3 here. In fact, Pirates is being kind. Look, Pirates is being so kind to this team. Silepe is the best. TLB would do better as a central midfielder. You need him, and you need that Nsizwa muscle. You need that one. Lebuya le KZN. Le petit fancy. Nakamuntu ozompusha. I saw Egyptians trying to push TLB, but he was just, Okay, Pirates played back and then kick it out. 40 minutes in, remember, halftime, 5 people will jump in. We'll have a conversation about what we're seeing in this game. If Chiefs can get Ancelotti, Maralona, Jose, we appreciate him as SA football supporters. Nah, let me not be spicy. But Klopp is the next coach. Oh, Pitso, they can't afford him. Who can't afford Pitso, guys? Guys, who can't afford Pitso? Just because teams aren't spending doesn't mean they can't afford him. Ribero's going to send his friend to replace him at Pirates. Klopp is our next coach. Cheryl says VAR is needed. FIFA must take the Nedbank and give it to Pirates because Chiefs robbed us many times.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, but also
I benefited and I have no shame.
No shame. No shame. Is the volume low? What do you mean the volume? Yeah, but guys, what's Allah? Let me check. Oh, shame. How got? Let me see. No. I'm checking the volume on YouTube. Some fans waited to get a penalty on Soccer Zone yesterday, but still no penalty there. Nagiriken, I'll never talk about refs. I never talk about refs precisely for this reason. Weren't we complaining about Pirates and Abugile Tom? And then we complain about Sundowns. Now it's Chiefs. Yes, Panela, everybody's going to get caught. Everyone's going to get caught. No one's going to be safe. Saleng Marayane Rivero. Do you know what the Betway trophy looks like? No. I have no idea. Hopefully they have it ready. When is Sundowns playing tomorrow? Hopefully they have it ready so we can at least see it. Hi guys, kidding. I think Pirates has a good squad currently. Nothing to change for the new coach, just to fix a few. Oh, Michelle, you come back when I've won a trophy. No trolling now. No trolling now. No trolling now. Okay, here comes Arrows again. 42 minutes, we are heading into a critical phase. This is when teams usually concede. The last 5 to 10 minutes of a half, they start looking at halftime, they start waiting for halftime, and they tend to, fall asleep a little bit at the wheel. So I think Arrows is hoping that That's on though. Arrows is hoping that they can get something in this time and maybe make it 1-1 going into halftime. If they were to make it 1-1, that is going to be a very interesting change to the game and what the game means and how the game is going for Orlando Pirates. So very, very interesting to see. They will give it to us on Sunday on our last game against Magesi. You so wish Winanyani Pirates and the Sundowns. Hey. So. We say when does Kabuyele win their title? Mr. OT, what are we going to do with this sickness of Pirates being too casual on the ball? What's crazy is that I've said all through last season and a lot through this season, what about when Pirates wants you? When Pirates wants you, Scotini can erupt. When Pirates wants you, you can catch 4-5 when they're on it. But the problem is that Pirates is an up and down team. Now, to be fair to them, it's not like they're losing, and it's not like they've lost the games where they've been a little bit too casual, right? So maybe we shouldn't worry too much about that, but more about the results of the casualness, if it's affecting results. And I think the one goal lead has been something Pirates has been doing quite a bit during this season. I mean, 2-1 Chiefs. Well, 1 goal difference is 2-1 Chiefs, 2-1 Arrows, 2-1 Chiefs, 1-0 Kukune, 3-2 Pyramids. This is what they live for, right? But if Pirates can just focus, and maybe that's what the new coach needs to bring in. Every game that you play, you must go out and slaughter people, right? We look at Sundowns, who's now got, 60 goals? Because they just slaughter people. Even if they're going to take it easy, it must be a 3-0 easy. You know, if you can make it 3-0 easy. So that's the only thing with Pirates, because the moment somebody scores here, now it becomes a tight game. Hopefully they're the ones that score so they don't have a tough time. I mean, I just want Coach Rivero, man, to go out smiling, man. Maybe the announcement of his departing caused some damage to the players. Yanda says this is how Arrows is playing. Sundowns would have scored 4. Okay, here comes Fukeng again. Oh, you're gonna leave him on an island with him, Fukeng again. Fukeng held the ball for too long there. If it was a little bit quicker, he could have gotten something there. Look at the disconnect. I want you to look at the spaces between the defense and the attack. If Arrows could manage this game a little bit better, they can get something here. Especially with the forward press, especially if they're smart with their defending. Force China to go long, or long and high. Yo. Otto. Oh my word. Oh my word. Otto. One v one, and he hits it over.
What bafana, man. What?
Hi guys. No, that was disgusting. That was disgusting. Why did he try and blast the ball? What happened to placement? He can't just shoot that guy. I knew I was gonna get the balloon. Wendy says on this day he's missing like that. Counter. Yeah, no, Malume Kutso. Yes, this is Mfukeng's team. 100% Mfukeng's team. Look at the positioning of Dlamini. Not Dlamini, look at the positioning of Mabasa. To show you that, like, no, they're making space for him. No, you're right. It's Mfukeng's team. Oh. But you're too slow. I think Chain is going to let that go. He just can't shoot. I knew he was going to balloon it. He always does. Hoto just knows how to run. You can't have everything. This one doesn't know view once. Okay. It is halftime right now. Let me let in some people. I'm going to let 5 people in. We're going to have a conversation about what we're seeing here in this first half. Pirates is leading 1-0 currently, but it's been a fairly quiet game. Bongs?
Yes, champ.
Champ.
Yeah. Oti, now I'm just gonna focus on how the goal was scored.
Yeah.
From the beginning of the goal, it's ilo home quarter eta homofuki to Mabas. We tend to forget to know someone like Nkota is a goal contributor who contributed for that goal. We tend to forget goal contributors a lot when it comes to football. We never give credit to them. If Yana Anasa passa that ball to Cocomelon Kabasa Asa Sevitisa his traits, which is dribbling to find Mabasa to score the goal. So it's not only Mabasa who have to be credited for this goal.
The only one that's hearing what's happening with Bongs' mic.
No, Lenakai Wuti.
Oh, I wonder, okay. Okay, connection. Anyway, no, go on, Bongs.
No, try to explain no. When it comes to the goal, we should also remember a goal contributor no tshwantse a fuwe credit because ha ne se ka pass ya hae le ena a ka ba sa thola re le hore a sebedise his own traits, which is dribbling to find Mabaso ga kgone no score the goal. So le ena tshwantse re mo fe credit hore o bapetse a role in the goal.
No, that's true. Do you think that Pirates is having a problem with scoring this game? Do you think that they need to be doing more?
Yeah, they need to do more because Boho to Kibana they are ballooning 1v1 see, and Bomabasa they are getting in good spaces and are trying to score some goals. But Boho to Lemona, you know what they are doing. Shooting high and not learning how to just volley the ball over the keeper so even a goal.
Okay. Let me bring in Prachomo.
Oti, how are you?
Hey, Prachomo. You are right. That's all I'm going to say.
I know. But the Keratan Tiwan Oti. Unale native pro. That's why a lot of people will admire you. You see things not because of you, you see things for what they are. And I'll forever respect you for that. Anyway, coming to the game.
Tell me about
Yeah,
this
it's a nice game, but yeah, now what I'm observing, they were playing them last week, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Carry 6.
Yeah, because what I'm seeing, they're trying to disorganize Pirates. That's why by overloading a back four, it makes Pirates to have difficulty in terms of penetrating. But you can analyze Jose's name because so that technique, you guys, we don't appreciate some things, eh? I think any striker would have struggled.
Yeah.
Mabaso is super good. It's super good. I love the boy. But I think Honaji, the only thing they must just tell them to be patient, and then I think the last 15 minutes of the game, you understand? Because you can't be excited on the game, last. They still know what you can do. You understand? You must just ease things a bit. Whatever they are doing, it's working. And then Nakwele Barimba to pounce on them. I think that's what should happen.
Is there a way for Arrows to come back into this game? Because yes, they're structured, yes, they're doing everything, Mara. Hey, Karabasho Kopile, man.
Yeah, I can tell you mentioning to say they're disjointed in terms of the gap is too much. You understand? And because they are careful, they don't want Pirates to score. And Waibona psychologically, it means last week when they considered Kochi Ubalwan also. the priority nje psychologically is not to allow Pirates to score. But I think if we can tell them to say, guys, it happened, Pirates go really, it's a hits, but let's play, you understand. Let's assist each other. Let's not create that much of a distance between us. It's too much. It's too much. Should they continue playing this way, it's going to be difficult for them to score. But should they decide to play their normal football, take things for what they are, they might get a goal.
Hey, what's happening? Agent, please leave me alone, man. Today you're not playing. Why are you doing this to me?
Shalom, my brother. When I spoke, they said it's my movie cell. Yeah, man. I don't know. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right. Yeah. Boring would be an incorrect word of the game. Interesting, I think it would be, you know. Tactical also, I would say, is also a wrong description of this game. But interesting, I think it would be. Interesting because I think arrows are marvelous to watch in the first phase or build up from the back. And I've seen a much improved Watenga, you know. I think, maybe he's ready to go back home and and replace his fellow countrymen as our number 2. But I'm impressed with his overall build up from the back. He's able to see those passes in the midfield. But the problem starts after the first phase. When you progress to the midfielders, they get lost. And when you go to the final third, they're non-existent.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe it's a question of, again, there is no striker in this team. All of them are midfielders. Maybe that's why we see them, that the striking force is non-existent. But the midfielders are not bad, but they're also not that good as the same as the defensive side, you know. So is it a case of building from laying the foundation, and maybe you need to next season build on that and stuff like that? And is this the time for you to be building, or is this the time for you to be getting results, you know? Because I think they're not giving you confidence that they can score, you know. So I think
but then can I ask you, is pace what's killing them? Because we know the type of football that Coach Mangoba wants to play. Usibia should be a lot more active, and Mtanti should be a lot more active up top when they transition out. But they tend to hold the ball, man.
Yeah, I think they don't have a an explosive attacker like Urenas, you know, or what is this guy that Mangoba fired now? The Arrows legend, you know, that guy, I'm forgetting his name. But yeah, they don't have that kind of player who's able for you to make... Not Kanyeza, a player.
Oh, a player,
Knoxman.
Oh, Knoxman, yeah?
They don't have Knox. Yeah, they don't have Knox where he can make those runs and you can find him, you know. Because every time they make a penetrative pass, is blocked. And it's also even the wrong choice to make that penetrative pass, you know. So it's a like I said, it's a team that you can see is built up of midfielders, you know. And then Pirates, I think, can see that using them well. The extractions team, you know, as you see, Ohoto and Omfuking and Omkota overlapping and exploiting those spaces. Yeah, but interesting game. Yeah.
Okay. Let me bring in Sure Spice. Mtanasekhaya.
Mtanasekhaya kunjani?
Hayi mina ngimnandi man, ngilokhu ngifloat angazi why. Lamalanga nje. Umnandi.
Champion. Mara Mtanasekhaya yabona? I-Arrows
Yeah.
Yeah, akekho umuntu okhomanda yilo kuze midfield laphayana phakathi laphayana kulama CDM wabo, they are all over. That's one. And also mina personally, that's why I love uDlamini, because uDlamini make uLokhuza unkotha no really ngalama long passes wakhe, uyangithola. The very same thing coach yethu bekumele ngabe applyile immediately after i-second half to play, because thina we are more dangerous when sebenzisa labafana laba kuma Lokhuza emasayidini. So bheka le bhola leli uDlamini alidlalele uLokhuza, leya defense splitting pass le uHotay mixed aceda ukuyimixta manje.
Yeah.
Into ukuthi utita akanayo, uyangithola. That's why there was angazi noma irezo ukuthi bakubuza ukuthi if you were to choose between uLokhuza uTito noDlamini, uDlamini hey bafowethu angifutshela manga le ntwana leyana yazi idiski blind, one of the left-footed players amnandi. But nale ntwana le
Ngicela ukubuza is Dlamini shining because khona le ntwana usilepe man eyasebenza le ntwana?
Yeah, le ntwana ikwazi, le ntwana le mnandi ngani ne ukhuluma enye into, le ntwana ayixwaye kulanda ibhola from a move, into unguthi abobatha basinikile, le ntwana ayixwaye kulanda ibhola labantu emove. And manje nami enye into engijabulisayo ukuthi intwana zasekuruleni mhlawumbe umtshele straight yasokwabona ikhona lento le ediskini ukuthi azi intwana mamela la ungathuki yini into ofuna ukuyenza. So nayo lento le it does play a role, noma bangabuye cancel one, but they could relate. Tsakane David, they could relate to
Tema ungayikithema man.
Tema Tsakane Tutuza David yaboma white nani, but kuba lula sometimes ukhala nentwana ukuthi almost ngibuye castle one. And nakhona you understand, because manje le ntwana le yenzani, le ntwana le yenza ama basic ya screener receive ibhola, bhekana le bhola leli le kore iLokhuza naye le ntwana le ibe involved, because il receive le bathathu receiver ya screener yaligaya unkotha wal change urile hayi yamazi ke boxini umnandi kanjani. But ke first half le ntwana le for mina idlale sharp. I think whoever coach ozongena cabanga ukuthi mfowethu le ntwana iphakamisa isandla idaba nami, as much as ngibuya ku DDC, but nami yasiphakamisa isandla compete nabombatha. Ngiyabonga mntana sekhaya.
Bongs, what changes would you like to see, and how should the two teams approach the second half? And a Kopali list prediction now. Let me see if Bongs. Okay, there we go.
Well, OT, I don't think Pirates should make changes right now. They're still playing okay. They can rather make one change, maybe Bante Hoto, Baleke Oban, Hokenya Radio, just for Radio Akono Kreya some minutes in his legs.
And then Aroziona, should they attack Pirates all out? How should they approach that game? This game now?
Arrows should just try and attack. But they should remember what happened last week when they lost 2-1. It's still going to be the same old story, the game ending with Pirates winning 2-1.
Okay, Prachomo. Changes. How should the two teams approach the second half?
Yeah. Hello?
Can you hear me, Pracho?
Yes, I can hear you, Oti.
I was saying to you, yeah, okay, go ahead.
Yes, I continue to say parents must be a bit patient, They must be a bit patient. They mustn't use much of a fuel just to lure them to come in and start to feel comfortable thinking they can get a goal.
Yep.
And then start to suffocate them again. But if they're going to keep on pushing this hard, but and they'll end up not doing well. But Leona, they must stop panicking, or they'll get the same results that last week. They must play, you understand? They must avoid being disjointed, especially in the middle there. They are frustrating.
Yeah. Score prediction?
2-1 to Pirates.
Okay. Agent, how should the two teams approach the second half? It's still only 1-0. I mean,
Yeah. Can you remind me? Maybe I'm confusing teams. But there used to be a team which had like people with blonde hair, man, and very speedy attackers. Wasn't it Golden Arrows?
yeah,
What was that team, man?
Bafana best 10, man.
It was
Coach
them.
Vilakazi, they used to have blonde hair.
No. I mean, like this season, there's a team which had like two blondes who were missing chances left, right, center. Was it Golden Arrows? They had blonde. Two of them had blondes. I'm just forgetting the name of the other guy. Those guys were missing chances left, right, center. I thought it's Golden Arrows because I don't see the name of the guys yet. They would have clicked, But yeah, but anyways, I would love to see, because I haven't seen Menzi Masuku in a long time. Maybe
Why are we
bring him
bringing
up
them
because
back anyway?
maybe he's the only one that I can see who can maybe add a bit of something, because you look at maybe Blessing Matunu also, they can bring something, even though they have no goals and everything like that, but just to have someone with an attacking impetus, yeah. And then I think Ozwine, I think the experiment trying him as a striker is not working out, so he has to go out.
Yeah.
And one of the midfielders, has to go out. And then on the Pirate side, I would love to take Slepe out. I'll
Because of
want
the
to see
yellow card.
because of the yellow card. I want to see this someone, man. I don't know. That's man. I want to see him. And then I think towards the end, then maybe bring on Utito just to G up the crowd and go in with the celebration of the game. So I think all in all, 1-1 Golden Arrows. It's a hate watch. It's a hate watch.
Oh,
It's a
hate
hate
watching.
watch.
Tell us the guy, second half, bayenzeni man.
Ayikuphakaniya mfowethu nami ngiyahalela ukubona le ntwana udatsini sibone ukuthi iphetheni yabona. Yeah, because ilokhu coach yasi uprotecta le ntwana le uslap, I think, because of le yellow card le yabona. I think ntwana mabamprotecte mhlambe basifakela udatsini mhlambe uTito njengoba shilo agent lethanyana kuboma close to 80 minutes yabona. But i-Arrows nami bengacabanga ukuthi mhlawumbe abomenzi abangazama umenzi mhlawumbe khona into angazama mhlawumbe ke namanye ama-players abangawazama, but nje igame mina ngibona ngesizwinela 2-0. Ngiyabonga mntanasekhaya, thanks.
No, thank you, Tazekai. Guys, the second half has started. Remember, if you want to know the time, add 45 to whatever my timer says, and you'll have the time. My time, unfortunately, doesn't go up to 90 minutes. It's still something that I'm fixing. I was going to say something different, but then I saw Mfukeng. Guys, as Mfukeng being a little bit more angry the past few games. Like, he seems to be acting out and dissenting to the ref quite a bit. I know it's still early and it's still small, but I don't know if it's something I want to see. If that makes sense. I don't think it's something I want to see from the player, and he seems to be embodying that at times, but it might just be nothing. Let's see. Okay. I think the first half was okay. I think both of the teams, didn't really do that much to stand to fight each other or to stand out in this game. Pirates obviously got the goal through a wonderful play, cross ball from Kota, put down by Mfukeng, takes on his man and scores, which is something that you'd want to see from Mfukeng. I've always said that Mfukeng is one of those wingers that needs the ball at feet. That's when you'll see the true Mfukeng. When you force them to play the balls high, that's when there's a bit of an issue. If you're looking right now, he's dropping back into that 8, 10-ish 8 even. He looks like an 8 there. So, it's just a small thing. That's why it's a small thing. It could be different. Ankulum. So that's interesting. I think there is a big gap between Pirates' front and the mid. And the person who's helping a lot with this is Usilepe. Unfortunately, that yellow card makes him a little bit itchy, I think. But Pirates is playing that high press, and Silepe is really helping Bogazi and Dudlamini. That connection to have somebody who's dropping back and fetching the ball is very good. Up top, I think Umabas is going to have to wait a little bit to get the ball in order for him to be dangerous. But that defense is the arrows, Aishem, positioning, technical discipline. Look, mistakes out of the blue. Hey, save Malva. Yeah, there's no defense there. Parrots, there's no defense there. Anyway, we have reached 25K. We have reached 25K. So I will open it up and let you guys jump in. Mina ngendaba. I don't have ndaba. I have no tabas with me. Uduba yena uthini. Yeah, Duba's even worse. But we know Duba to be that player as bad as it is. I'm just seeing relay, but it's fine. Hey, it's I speak about the relay. It's okay. I apologize. I'm not saying anything. Let me bring in some people to just help me out. Remember, you can request. I'll let you in. You can have a minute or two to just tell me what you're thinking and what you're seeing from the game, and we can take it from there. Butlali.
Oti,
welcome. How are you?
how are you, Oti? Another beautiful day. Another reminder.
Bati, how many days since you last won a trophy? Eh?
Oh, gosh, yeah. If you haven't won a trophy in the last, what is it, 3 days, don't talk to me. You have no right to talk to me. It's a privilege. Let me not say that. Oti, I didn't get to my point. Another reminder that Kaizer Chiefs is your Nedbank Cup champions.
Yes.
I'm done about Kaizer Chiefs. It's fine. OT, Mufukeng is disrespectful, OT. I've been waiting to say this. Mufukeng at home, OT. This boy, we are telling him. Like, I mean, how are you doing that to men? When he goes home, when he goes back to Kaizer, and this guy probably has a wife, he has a kid, and you're making him dance like he's on a dance floor.
Yeah.
And what's going on? Like, I mean, does football not have any privilege anymore, any respect anymore for your elders? Honest, what are we doing to these seniors of ours? I mean, we are discouraging them. That's why we have so many seniors retiring early, because these young boys, they know what they are doing. I mean, like literal, it's
Yeah.
I mean, it's a disgrace. But into the game, OT.
Can I ask you before you move on with Mfukeng, where do you stand on this question of whether should he be playing inside, should he be playing on the wing? Where do you sit? Because I mean, wherever he's looked great, it's come from the wing. Even there, got the ball, took on his man from a wide area. You know, where should he be playing?
Yeah. OT, Mfukeng's a winger. OT. Every time he's dropped in, he's came into the 10 centrally and played in that pocket, in that 10 pocket. For me, he hasn't been very much effective, because I don't think that's his position naturally. And you can see Mfukeng, you know, that dribbling maestro coming inside, you know, from coming inside from the wing, right? You can see that's how he's been grown up as a winger. And when you give him space on the wing, that's when you see magic. That's when you see Mfukeng, actually. That's when you see the magic of President Yama 2000. So I think, I mean, for his growth, maybe, but I think just isolating him, getting him 1v1 with defenders on the wing is the best position for him, rather than bringing him inside on the wing. But Golden Arrows, OT, I think, stick to your game plan. I've noticed that Golden Arrows this whole season, actually, Golden Arrows is very good at transitioning, OT. So if you can just soak pressure and, use advantage at transition, because I think Golden Arrows can outrun Pirates in the midfield and also releasing players such as Sivia, releasing them and just working on the transition, because going pound for pound with Pirates, unfortunately they just don't have the technical on ball quality to go pound for pound with Pirates. So just work on the transition, and I think that's how they'll get something from this game.
Okay. Master Icon, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, Shapfere, who's it?
Man, naki munati man ki champion man.
Tango. Yeah, hey, kilna kweo. Yeah, hey. The game.
Yeah.
So far not bad. I'm happy that Selepe is actually given a chance as a starter. We are really seeing that we do have the future actually in SA in terms of the development. It's unfortunate that he actually got a yellow card. He picked an early yellow card.
Yeah.
But looking at how we playing today, I just wish we had actually adopted that on Saturday. You mentioned something that when Tito is actually present on the pitch, we don't see the best of Mofokeng. It's like he's limited, and that's what we saw on Saturday. Today he has that bit of a freedom to actually have movement to start now making relevant passes, which now raises a lot of questions. I'd like to revert to the question you asked Botlhale in terms of where should he play, and I believe that I think he's at this point supposed to be given a free role, coming from the wing to the middle, so that perhaps you could actually see what he does, because he can actually create. And the other issue among Kota, I remember I had this conversation with someone that with the kind of shot that he has and the speed that he actually possesses, can he actually play as a false nine? Because now on the wing he does dribble, he does create, but looking at the fact that we don't actually have a striker at the moment that can do what we want them to do, which is score goals when necessary and place themselves. Can Nkota do that? But otherwise, so far so good, not bad. It's Jose's last game, and perhaps he might go with a Nxa win. So I feel like Nkota is actually I do think a 9 is actually more suitable for him. So yeah.
What would you say to the people that are saying that, you know what, if Mofokeng is going to develop new skills, it has to be now. So we have to take him and put him into those weird positions as part of his growth? Or is it at the time and age where he must specialize?
I think he's past that part where now we have to introduce him to new things. So this is a part where now he's supposed to become a specialist. Especially for the fact that he's actually in the national team. I think we're not looking to experiment what kind of position can he play, but we're looking to actually put him in a position where he will actually become a master on that position. And I'm saying that because remember with that Sundowns game, he was actually playing from a wing to the inside.
Yeah.
Now I think it's time where we just let him become a specialist of his position and say that no, at this point the Rofayo explore while you are in dead and not having to explore on different positions, rather gain a skill of a number 10, gain a skill of a number 8, could develop more as a winger as well. I don't know if that's making sense.
Okay. For time, I'm going to bring in Ukoke.
Sanibonani bathandi nabalandeli bebhola sabona uthi mfethu I hope right button.
Mina ever since something happened go right for the next 10 years. Okay. Uthi ngale game kanjani?
Yo, I mean, OT ngale game. There's nothing much I could say ngale game, Mr. OT, but kunama point nyane ngifuna ukwa-raise athi ama points wami athi can we say the PSL is a farmers league?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Or does it depend?
Farmers all the way.
Yeah. Does it depend? Because if certain teams win and dominate certain games, it's a farmers league. But when you take a player that was playing Epoqweni 2 years ago and come into the PSL and become the talking point just by knocking into the doors of the PSL and dominate the middle field of the PSL, but the
Yeah.
Farmers League word does not come up. I worried, man. Ukuthi like ngadlala eBhoqweni this year and then 2 years from now bangifaka kwi-PSL and I totally dominate the game, whereby there are people who are seasonal campaigners with PSL and worst of all a midfielder.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about someone who's a defender or someone, even if it's a defender, I don't expect someone as a number 3, 4, or 5 to come to the PSL and had a standard game with PSL among season campaigners, season strikers, season midfielders. Are we in a Farmers League?
Or maybe
That's the
the
question.
talent.
Or
Maybe
does
the
it
talent
depend?
is that much, man. Maybe the talent is so much. Go Pirates, and they found the right coach.
Or maybe it's the talent. Maybe it's the
I
talent.
don't know. I don't know.
But when it's other teams, they are turning it into the Farmers League. Yeah. Congratulations to the young talented players. Because like a player just over a year ago, not so long ago, a player was in DDC, and now he's the talking point. He's telling defenders' heads left, right, and center. They don't know where to look for the ball. Of which they are seasonal defenders.
But can
it's
I
not
ask
a
you
Farmers
something?
League. It's
I
not a
wanna.
Farmers League.
Oh, that was a
Yes.
goal. Oh, goal 2-0. No, I wanted to ask you. I wanted to ask you, Coach.
Yes.
How important are these youngsters to Pirates? Because what I'm seeing is that Banalebu fearless, man. They're not afraid to try things. Silepe's dropping in and fetching the ball. Bogazi looks like he's been playing for 10 years, to your point. How important are these kids? Because I can't think of other senior players that might do the same thing. Obviously, outside of Abonda, maybe our team, but there's nobody who's brave go Pirate like these kids are. Or is it just also it's the time of the season?
It's a mixture of both, Mr. OT, in the situation where Pirates find itself. I mean, whether you win or you lose, it does not really matter anymore. But also, we cannot say that's why I'm asking if it's a Farmers League, because Arrows wants to be in and around that top 8 position. That's their mandate. They're still playing for something. Arrows wants to be in the top 8 position, but now you find youngsters running circles around them, and then that's where the question of Farmers League comes in, Mr. OT.
Okay.
This team is a team that is not doing great, and they're trying to bring back their glory days by stepping into the top 8 and maybe finishing somewhere around Wheelers 4 with top 8. But now youngsters are running circles. So but the importance, the question of how important are the youngsters to Orlando Pirates? They are very important. I mean, Orlando Pirates has been known to grow our youngsters, allow the young fellas, give them a chance ukuthi bazibonakalisise in the big stage, bagqokele la jersey ele Pirates. So they are very important. But my question is also, Mr. OT, is that are you growing these youngsters to sell them, or are you growing them to be the core team?
To
And
be good
looking
here.
at the culture, Pirates is that they are not a selling team. But now you have a lot of youngsters. Because my question would be, if you have a Rele, a TLP, a Silepe, which they are in their early 20s, are you looking to keep them until they are 30? Are you willing to sell them? And where are you gonna sell them? Are you telling us you want to sell them to European teams? And if they are not getting those opportunities, a European team, and a local team comes in knocking for them, are you willing to sell to that local team? That's a question for another day. Mr. OT.
Okay.
Let's just something to think about.
How's Tavi? Champion.
Abdoti, jwalo ka champion ke ipotsa ka moya o fatshe o wa Sunday wa tseba. Kapo ba batla hore re mpe fela re ba support ha ke tsebe.
Yeah.
King hansa ba wina di game tse ba ja batho ba ka pela rona ba risa ko top 18. Ne ke batla ho tseba fela hore ebe ke tla thabela ntwe teng kapo e sikona. Hoba ba re ha ba ja ba ka pela rona, at least di point tsa bona di a leka, at least kana ra kena top 18. So ne ke ipotsa ka moya fela wa Saturday wa hore ke champ of champions o monate ke a bona le obrigado o etsa mosebetsi kwana abroad. I'm so happy jwale ne ke mpa fela ke batla ho tseba hore ha ke support ba bo makhe be ke sa ba rateng ka o fetisisa ba sebeletsa rona kapo
Ha ba re
Hampi kutlo, o ba
sebeletse.
arabe mono no. Le etsa hore skepe sa rona se ske sa tiba.
Ha ba re ba re thuse ba re sebeletse. Ke mo ba re file trophy. Ke mo ba shapa batho ba ko number 8 man. Ba re zama unthabi.
Ehlile ne ke batla ho tseba fela mono ka nnete re tla tisa support hodima lona mapakane a hampe ha ebe la re sebeletsa rona ke re ntse le tseba hore re tla loser tse tlang ka morao taba ya bohlokwa ene le hore fela Saturday re roba le lefatshe le thabile.
Ara o se tabi. Tlogela bana ba bang ga o se tabi. Pirates ba ba tsamaya Jose Rivero go tswa o tlo gona go montsha.
Rivero ha tsamaya ha ona taba bototi ke batla fela batho bana ba re etsetse mosebetsi mapakane a shapang fela left and right rona re kene top 8 ha rena stress le lona re tla kopana hape next season ho nno be monate o be jwalo ha ile liki yona le tla itroisa hore kwa go bo Mickey Mouse le sa tla itroya.
He badla. Maraka, oh, 3-0. Oh, Arroz. Oh, Arroz.
Bototi rona re thabile ha nne ba etse jwalo fela mapakane a ba di lahlele bana ba khutlele morao kwana ba go se ba re chiftele re kene top 18, that's it.
Okay, I'll tell you Mara. When I say okay na go qala di fight ke bona mo go di commenting but it's fine. Hi e re go tlogele o champion. Okay, get up Pirates 3-0. Before I let in Tanipo, 3-0 Pirates. A goal by Kabelo Zamini, free kick straight in. Like I said, hey, if they zero in on you, it could be 3-0. This is the same team that they beat 7-1 last year. And they haven't fixed anything defensively. They haven't. This one, Shema, it was a good free kick. Maybe you could ask Watenga questions. Agent Takitsebi or Watenga right now. But anyway, Tarif, welcome.
Hi, OT. Hi, guys.
How are you, my brother?
I'm okay, and yourself?
I'm a champion. I'm always good. I'm always good. I'm always good. Tell me about this game. How do you feel about it?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a typical, I don't know, PSL midweek game, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm a Pirates fan, but I think Pirates this end of this season, this next transfer season is gonna be make or break. Pirates must build on what's already happening, and with what's the Sundowns going to the Club World Cup, they'll be quite exhausted next season. So we must take like this is like our make or break. If Pirates doesn't fix or buy players or break the bank this transfer season, we're gonna stop watching PS because it's like they must go to the next level. We can't be a Barcelona and relying on the youths or the pushing of the DDC talent. Like we are a so-called top club in South Africa. They must buy players. You can't be depending on Abombogazi, Aboslepe, people who just came in. Yeah, that's what I think.
So then can I ask you, what should Pirates' focus be for next season? Are they looking to Africa? Are they looking to the league? Are they looking to keep their trophies? And because those things come with different, expectations and different actions that have to be made. Where should Pirates be looking, and can Pirates do that?
I think they should start with the league because Africa, we just only recently went back and we've been off for a long time, and the league we've gotten closer, and the gap the last 2 seasons we all know it was like 10 points plus. So singcono sihlisile ama-points, so manje simele sizame ukuthi sijampe, and ukuthi can we do that? I'm not sure nami ngoba the management, I'm questioning the management because even with this Jose Ribeiro thing, like you said, I've heard you said this, ukuthi every time a Pirates coach magahamba, so it's this PR stunt, the family homesick, what homesick kanjani when he's going to another club immediately after he's done here. So like the management, they must fix some management. And also with the Saleng thing, like this, I think we're not questioning the management enough. We're letting it go and we relax when we have these hype moments, when we have that one win, we forget everything. And I think there's something very, very wrong in our management. Like I'm skeptical there.
Okay. For time, I'm gonna bring in Marume Kuto. Marume Kuto, before you say anything, hello first, but then I want you to jump in on this matter. Those are three different things. Africa, league, all of that stuff. How do you think Paris is going to move? Also knowing that Bopra Stena Basaleo, Bopra Floyd Basaleo, what's going to happen next season?
Unjani champ.
I'm Nandi, man. I'm the fellow champ. We can say fellow champ now. Can say I'm a fan of football.
No, man, Mr. Oti. And I say this with the utmost respect. And if anyone is affected by this, I mean no harm. Preston has not been alive the entire season. So we learned to live without him this entire season. So I think he passed on earlier this season.
Yeah.
And I reiterate, I do not mean to offend anyone by saying that. And then Floyd Impelo also wasn't part of the team the entire season. So what you're putting across, Labo Abaitu, Lama Taimaitu, who have led us in the past, have not been part of the team this year at all. It's been Jose and Abumdebo Dlamini. Fees must fall.
That's why I'm asking, because you're losing a 3-year coach, and it becomes an important time for Pirates. Like, I think big decisions have to be made. I don't know which way they go, Mara, if you get me.
No,
There's
I
a
think
vacuum,
the existence the rest of the technical team can supplement in that regard, provided that they hang in there, and provided that you must be able to learn beyond your ego. And I say this because I've seen it so many times where someone is an assistant coach, and when they ascend to the podium, they suddenly show which they never agreed with the previous coach. I always question such individuals. What was your role if you are so different from your predecessor? So I hope that's not the case, so that we're in a continuity, and continuity not in the sense of the personnel. I'm listening to people and I'm like, it always drives me back to Nkululeko, man. Oti, Nkululeko said something. Not now, not even in that conversation that you had. I think he was as passionate because he had said something along those lines way back. He hates it when a bad team wins because then it influences everyone. But now I'm not talking about a bad team. I'm talking about just when a team wins, everyone is influenced. Everyone wants to think like Sundowns. Sundowns is Sundowns, and Sundowns is doing extremely well.
Yeah.
Let other people ascend in the way that they wish to. You have Real Madrid, and then you have Barcelona. Kunabo Balde, Mr. Balde is 21. Kunabo Vanilera, Kamalis African. Lendonina 18. One Pusas Yoruban. Lendonina 18. Guno Yamal, Una 17. Guno Pedro, I think Pedro is 22. Gavi, something like 19. Lane, it's there, Mr. OT. Like Linton's Pirates, actually new phenomenon. And then you go to about Belgium, about La Bruges, you go to about Netherlands. Big teams in those countries are forever changing players. They like provided teams to other leagues, but they forever releasing new youngsters. The importance of identifying a great youngster. You see, in football, Mr. OT, sometimes superstar status, you can't even grow to it sometimes. You are just born with it. You understand? Then people really right now, you can't expect someone will grow up one day, Avugana 29, Ashamavala. You'd be like,
yeah.
You are a great player, but you can't develop such later on at 29. You understand? So I'm saying we have to understand that there are different ways to kill a cat. 1,000. So the English idiom goes. So Tina Lago Pirates ni happy ngalendlela bayenza ngayo. And I wish that they could strengthen lendlela leyo kwenza, because economically it then takes off the shackles of being limited. There's a certain team that has more money or that is willing to spend money. You understand? Then you can ungene kanje. Because ngibhekele ntwana le Mr. Uthi ayitransformile. Yo. Mr. Uthi muha unkota. Ha. Mr. Nkota muha uza ke re Mr. Nkota. Mr. Uthi muha unkota 1v1. Murder. 1v1. I don't think there's a player right now excited. I think I'm a defender ayashake kanje.
Yeah.
Waqina azingisakhula istep over sesibiza ngesamba. Wangikhumbuza sathi isamba. Step over lesashaya kule yathosile ukomedi leya. La izosho ukuthi intwane yibonika nje missiles. Mr. Uthi, me I'm happy. I'm enjoying.
Okay.
Bafaka udancing. Mr. Uthi le imnandi lapha endishini le. Indaba inkinga yale ntwana lokuthi angazi inokuqisha meyibamba istart imoto. Like he's a talent embatha for me that is more composed, that can play the ball. But inokuqisha, when you think iqishile ivele iphakamisa iphase. Ale imnandi Mr. Uthi. Thank you Mr. Uthi. And Mr. Uthi, ngihlala ngisho ngithi nawe as a soccer player when you're in high school you believed that you could walk into the Pirates lineup. I am glad with that culture is back.
Okay. Let me go to Zamenzi.
Hey, OT, how's it, my man?
I'm watching a 3-0 win. Arrows is not even in this game.
Mina ngizokubulisa ngokuthi we don't lose, we don't draw. I mean, for Sundowns to catch us, they must get another.
Marawa cafe. Hey, you guys. You guys. Why you guys want to fight every day? Hi.
No, I'm not gonna be like too much on the game, except good Pirates is doing the job for us. I think these guys, they must understand what they are working for us. So, thanks, Mapagania. Sundowns next tomorrow, they will be working for us. You guys, you must understand what it was a nitty putty with Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs is giving you a hiding. After that, you are working for them. So, champion, Abuti Kutso, she will never recover this one.
I get it. Hey. Not on the day when they're losing someone.
Ngicela utshela Abuti Kutso ukuthi she will never recover.
Ay, nizabona nema comments bila kizigeni. Let me begin upilane.
But anyway.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, Pirates, what I like and one thing engayithandi it's ukuhamba kwaka-coach. Ucoach we-Pirates uze wasinikeza something special eSouth Africa because he believes in these youngsters, and then ukhonile ukuba integrate into the first team. I don't think we'll ever have another coach that will be brave enough to do what he did. So big up to him. Pirates today, it's another force because of him. So but I think there's always going to be Pirates after Rivero, as there was Pirates before him.
Yeah.
So big up Mapagania. Continue working for us. I'm not gonna be long, Abuti. Let them continue working for us.
Go fight me in the comments. I'm gonna bring you to Pilani.
Something John Uti.
Ay, man, ngichem.
Finally. Ngiyakwazi ukuthi uyapapa manje. But it's okay because prior to the 10th of May, things were very much different. But it's okay.
But all of those memories are now wiped. You are a virgin again. That's me. I'm back to being old Chiefs. No history.
Old Chiefs. And you pretty much just renewed your new 10-year drought. But it's okay. Yeah, I've pretty much been like listening to the analysts, especially with regards to like Pirates, as to what might happen in future. And there's something that I've been like thinking about. Okay, yeah, fine. A lot of people are saying Pitso Mosimane should come in, but then my thing is, and my point of view, the fire that Pitso Mosimane probably might have now is not probably the fire that he had in 2013. Because you need to remember, like, Pitso Mosimane is old, you know, so there's a lot of fatigue, and some of his vitality has gone past as time went on. So if he had to be coach, if he had to be like if coach at Pirates gonna mind, if he had to build like a new project, I don't think he'll have the energy to do it.
Okay.
For me personally. But because of the experience and because of his longevity of like how to build a project, my hot take would be Pitso Mosimane could be a he could be a new technical director for Pirates.
Okay.
So imagine Pitso Mosimane as a technical director instead of a coach. And Rulani mokwena as that coach, whereby Pitso Mosimane, because of his experience, he spearheads like his philosophy into Rulani. And Rulani, because of his vitality, because he's still young, he's able to carry on that pattern.
Wouldn't the problem be, Malume Kuzo came out now speaking about the Pirates, wouldn't some problem be that these are people, how do I put it, these are people that tend to want to change things. And okay, Coach Pitso not so much, but like if you look at a Rulani, you know, you'd want a new foundation. You'd want to change what Pirates is fundamentally. Isn't Pirates at that risk with that move? And at risk right now, like I said, you know?
Yes, that's true. That is true because the foundations of Pirates right now, especially because of Jose Rivero. I mean, I see Jose Rivero has pretty much created a very big power vacuum, whereby since Yana Uzo Hamba, the vacant role at Pirates is going to be like very, very heavy, and not only amongst Pirates but then also amongst like the PSL because of what he did in promoting young players. So other teams most probably going to be like pressured into doing the very same thing due to the success, and also because of the foundation that Jose Rivera has laid in. Obviously, we know the Pirates is very synonymous of being like very stingy in terms of their book. So if the Pirates has a tendency to find a good they can have the cake and eat it, why not continue? You know.
Okay. But for time, I'm going to jump in. I think we'll make this a proper conversation, possibly next week. And hey, we've got a long off season. Let me bring in Putosekasi, welcome.
Mocho, champ.
Oh, wow, thank you, champ.
Yazi kaloku mna uPutasekasi Cape Town phakathi elikhulu.
Yeah, ngithi that's why ngithi fellow champ nani nine M108 angisho. So siyakhona ukuthi sibiza ne champ.
Mamela OT. Mamela into endifuna ukwenza yona.
Yeah.
Ndiza kutyela iArrows ndikutyela iChipa wena ndifuna uhlale ka number 8 ube lodibana neSundowns kwi top 8.
Sibashayile khona manje Nedbank ayisisabi Sundowns.
Ndifuna kaloku ulungisela offside goal uzama ubatya kakuhle egamini. Buya ndifuna udibana nami kwifinal.
Mara
benza kahle abafana
mawungiboleka lo baba mapowder ningiboleke yena just for M108 so ba right ngizavuma.
Hey lamapowder kangasebenze man kwiNedbank ayangicapukisa. Siwafaka ipali elirongo nako sivala ipali ifuna iskore kuyo. Hey.
Okay, pakani.
Hey, I'm happy, man. I'm happy for Bafana, man. I'm happy now for coach. Because August Mansikala, that and even City OT.
There's no way basibuye umva ngoku. Sithi hayi wenza ezi mistake kwi-Champions League, hayi wenza ezi mistake kwi-Nedbank, sidlulile. Let's focus kwi-game ezishiyekileyo ze-league. Kuzawushiyeka uNcekazi, makafocus uncancile experience. Makatry ufocus, sibone nowuphina umuntu onothi afike akwazi usebenzisana naye. Ingamchithi iPirates imgcina bekhona. Because if uyakhumbula OT ndithe xa ndithetha apha entsukwini ndathi yazi ngenxa yongabikho patience kweclubs zethu ezinkulu oma-Pirates oma-Kaizer Chiefs uTinkler wasithatha wasa kwi-Champions League final. uTinkler, she was the best coach yena nje wayengazange azifumane lo siyidingayo. Sibe nabo coach abaright. Lo mfana ngoku coacha eAfrika belapha kuthi esebenza kwiPirates.
Ufadlu.
Nangu uthi Ufadlu. Bese was the best coach naye usebenzile kwiPirates. Khange singabaniki chance of local coach. Basebenza abakwi-level ethile then we panic. That's why in city if ever asifuna uya outside must negotiate nabafana besikhukhuni basibuyisela uTinkler.
Mara ngifuna ukubuza lo. uJose makangena ethimini. It was a situation where I don't think bekune pressure. There wasn't that much pressure with a Pirates. Now, you know, cabanga bo Champions League, obviously ama trophy waka Jose ngapha e-league. Do you think that i-pressure ichintshile Pirates and will that affect ucoach ongenayo?
No. Ucoach ongenayo Pratizo ufika phezu kwe-pressure ethi coach nanga amagusha siwafumene for 2 seasons or 3 seasons. Now ngoku sifuna i-big fish. We need the league, we need the Champions League. Whenever kwezinto zimbini khawutry usiphathele i-1. That's why nsithi kubalulekile basifumane ucoach one-experience yase-Afrika. Angathi xa efika pha ohluleke. Sifumane umuntu oyaziyo i-situation ya-outside ukuthi njani. That's why I'm always saying that it was idingayo ngoku. Sidinga ucoach and good striker.
So ungamthatha uManqoba?
Hayi not yena. Hayi. Naku umhlaba 3-0 ngoku uzakwenzani? Ndimbetha 3-0 ngoku ndisuka kuye ndidlale naye 2 games 5 goals. Ayikapheli le mhlawumbe singanyuka siscore andiyazi. Asikwazi uthatha umuntu onjalo.
Okay. For time, Pitso ngizongena. Guys. Mara guys, Coach Manqoba plays, he says he wants to play transition football. His football looks a lot like Pirates. Would you say no? He's been at a big club before. He was part of that club that built a monster at Sundowns. He plays a football that might be a little bit similar to what Pirates want to do. African experience. Are we saying no? But anyway. Let me see. Hey guys, I'm gonna let the last people in because we are heading to the end of the game. So guys, if you could please just be a little bit quick with your comments when you jump in. I would appreciate it very much. Tiro, welcome to the show.
Hey, Mr. OT.
How are you, my brother?
Grand, man.
Hi, champion. Tell me about this 3-0.
Oh, champagne.
What does it mean now that this is the game where,
network yami delay or kanjani kenzakala hey
that is fine, khuluma. It's okay.
All right, kuna stress though. Ngiyabona program sekuziyashisa eNaturena lamalanga asibonge iPirates for ukudonate itrophy la eNaturena. Asagcoka namajezi netrachel program Craig. Iwena inandi Naturena.
Winter for who? Aye.
No, I ain't great, bro. Yeah, no, I think koni analogy present opilani, bro. I think if all things, you know, Ismet City parable is a terrace, all things are well.
It would be lovely ukubona lokhunjani uBrabito noNtwana Rulani basifana futhi. It would be lovely to see that combination, but yeah, that's
And
another topic
Pirates.
for another day. Yeah, I mean, why not? Now, Preston by a coach,
The
babuya,
noise.
technical director.
I don't know if Pirates is used
So,
to
I
the
mean,
noise.
I mean, it may be a span, asas, but then on the current situation, I know Sipresa Jose, but then the situation near TDC, it's not as if he choice Jose. It's not as if he decides to say, I Tata Lama TDC Yawafag. He's giving, yeah, Ilama Tulisa management them nega on with our prime Tina staying.
Yeah.
Batuba Lentona Leo Sundowns Buyagu Stelis
Adams.
Adams for who? We are not going that route. Tina na route is kayo na pro. Mama Tulis now and as the Intoana 70 as you fit or vacate. I mean, it's not come to think of it. Actually, choice it's just what he's given. He's just making the best of what's available.
But doesn't he get credit for making it work relatively well?
Again, I'm not saying we not give him credit for finding a solution. I give him all the credit. Imagine if we would beat to our tantrums. So to the media, Lokunjan, my interview was also interesting every day. We are told. So Jose, we pegile, waba macho ubitazini. This is what I have, and this is the contract I signed. So I'm no choice. Le was a lamfan. Si crossaso unkota. Si shaya ilokuji crossaso. Like there's no choice. We are told, and that's another thing. I think somebody ushilo la uti. We do not hold the management accountable enough. If they wanted the Champions League, they would have signed better.
Yeah.
If they wanted the league, they would have signed better. But then they decided to Barcelona like it. That's the route they want to take into analysis. So we accept the good guys, Shiley Pyramids. We accept this donate cup Kosi as Maki. Congratulations for being champions.
Always and forever. 10 years of celebration. Let me go to Pitso.
And what is 7 so good luck for the top 8 spot. So again, one man
some are donating, others I mean, Mto, welcome.
Sure, man.
Final game, last dance.
Last dance. It's a perfect send off for Rivero. Just a perfect send off. Perfect send off for Rodman.
Yeah.
Okay. Just enjoy. I just wanna coach this the Lentole Rivero Ayenzile. Just give the young boys a chance. I excel him. See Pambi. Because why? He has shown that we've got young boys that can excel, like Pirates, and we don't need to go out every time and buy span.
Okay.
It wasn't favoritism. Begabuga lendole anayo and qhubeka ngalendole anayo. Lendole yokuphela. One of the boys have showed it, they're willing to step up from TDC to PSL, and they can handle the pressures from the boys that I've seen. From Umbogazi, Urile, Nkota, now no Slap Mazembe. Now showing the same thing.
Yeah.
Just so I'm saying, just let's give the boys. Sometimes we don't have to go out. So Tanga, let's give these boys a chance and give them that maturity with the people that we have. They've been through it, the experience. It's okay, I know. But also we play like this, we play like this, and that's all I'm saying. That's the only way the boys are gonna learn now and up the game.
For time, I'm gonna jump in just so that we can close. Shembe.
Yeah, it's fine. Sharp.
Hey,
I'll
Mr.
close
Osi.
myself.
No, man. I mean, I'm happy, but it seems like people are crying. They're sad. They're hugging the coach. Shem.
Mr. Uthi angikubuzanga ukuthi unjani Mr. Uthi
Hayi
ngiyazi ukuthi
sheba,
unjani. Mr.
hey,
Angifuni
kumele
ukuzwa.
ngitshele. Kumele
Angifuni
ngitshele.
nokuzwa ukuthi unjani.
Yeah?
Angifuni nokuzwa. I don't
No,
want to
please
hear
stop.
it.
You just walk around saying, guys, I'm feeling great. Stop asking
Please
me.
be humble.
Jeez.
Eish, Mr. Uthi manqobo uyasakha yo. Manqobo uyasakha Mr. Uthi uFleming Bhek uyibonile lento le. Vindicated once again, Mr. Uthi. Vatsini vindicated, verified, vilified, but eventually vindicated. Mr. Uthi. No, man, Mr. Uthi. We need to be honest, Mr. Uthi. No, man, what's going on in the PSL, Mr. Uthi? What is going on?
Mara, he's going from cooking with La Cruzette to now cooking ka nama plate lao.
Mr. Uthi. Mr. Uthi. Yabo, Mr. Uthi. Makuthiwa mhlawumbe uyi-chef, yabo. And then la usipana khona bagaya vele yonke lama recipe ya blind, yabo. Bese impilo ikushaya ngelinye ilanga bese uNkulunkulu athi awana ngizogaya umrogo waya. And then lo mrogo lo upheka soyasaka. That means you're never good, Mr. Uthi. Because even that mrogo that you have, you must make the most of it. Faki
But
peanut
I
butter
haven't
nyana.
been Rojo for 12 years. For 12 years, I haven't seen Rojo.
Umanqobo uyascam. Uyibonile into Fleming Bhek wathi back to KZN, my father. Back to KZN, this man can go. Mr. Uthi, no. But anyway, Mr. Uthi, good send off for Jose. I think the beautiful thing here, what is happening here is Jose has laid a very incredible foundation for the next plan for Orlando Pirates, Mr. Uthi. It's not like they're starting from scratch. I think this is their Pitso regarding where to go for the next 5 years, perhaps. In my opinion, I think this is their Pitso. This is their version of that, without the Champions League, of course. But if the next coach that they're going to, if we have figure apidliza aqale phansi, Sundowns yozifika ku 10 leagues in a row, Mr. Uthi. Because Chiefs is about to get a new coach next season. If Pirates starts all over again, Mr. Uthi, then angazi ukuthi management yabiyenzani, but I do think then this beautiful foundation has been laid for them to sort of build on what's been happening the past couple seasons with Spanish guitar, Mr. Uthi. Yeah. But the rest of the PSL, Mr. Uthi, they need to pick up their socks, man. This is nonsense, Mr. Uthi. We're complaining about this even against the last game in Sundowns. I'm complaining even today, Mr. Uthi. Amanyamathi, Mr. Uthi, out deserve kuba my friends. Mina bengiyakhipha i-30 yami ngiyobheka labantu laba, Mr. Uthi. So iceda kabuyelo.
Hey, okay. Oh, there's the royalty of Pirates coming to say goodbye. Agent.
Yeah. Can you read what is written as my profile pic, man?
Let me see. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can't zoom in here. Hey, Mar.
Okay.
For some reason. No, let me just check. Yeah, I can't zoom in.
Okay. It's Latin, eh?
Yeah.
It's Latin. I think it's applicable in this case. It said Vini, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. I think that's all we can say, to just say, he came, he saw, he conquered, It's interesting that that is ending this way. Obviously, it could have ended better, should have ended better, but sometimes Saudis, you don't judge a man by his fall, but the number of times he was up, 5 trophies in 3 seasons. It would be very selfish not to appreciate such a man. I think this was for me, and for me personally, I've always said this Jose was for me, and I say for me personally, personally speaking, he has been the best coach in South Africa for the last 3 years. For me personally, speaking.
Yeah, you know who's coming for you.
You know,
but it's fine.
Yes, but because I think he has been able to show and build and show what it means to sometimes you don't have to go pound for pound with a team. Sometimes you have to outsmart them and maneuver them.
Okay.
And he has done that with the best team, so-called best team, for the last 3 years. I think if there's a lesson that teams can learn, not just Orlando Pirates, but even smaller teams, that sometimes you don't have to box for pound, you have to box smart. And I think that's what Jose did, he boxed smart, and I think as they say in English, that sometimes in the last dance, you don't cry because it's over, you smile because it happened, and I think we're grateful for Jose, we're grateful for what he has done for South African football. Some things are generational, like Bonkota, Bomfokeng, now you have Mbogazi. Those are his effects that will outlive his trophy memories, for the next 10, 11 years. So I think from a rival, I say kudos to Coach Jose. Good luck on your future endeavors. And may they go and sign another plumber, because I think we need more plumbers. I think Cardoso is another incredible addition. Jose was. We need such kind of plumbers. I think the TS Galaxy assistant coach also was one. We need such kind of plumbers in our league. So guys, thank you Paris, thank you Buccaneers, thank you Jose. But gracias amigo. Thank you.
Hey, okay, hey, no, vamos, we'll let them as we go along. I think what my thing to say about Coach Jose Rivero is that I think Coach Jose, the nice thing about him is that he was different to a lot of other coaches, and he showed you that there's so many different ways, as Madume Kuto said, to skin a cat. Do you have to be loud? No, you don't have to be loud. You don't have to be out there. You don't have to be technical and all of those things and make a noise. He quietly came into the job. Do you need all the players in the world in order to get things done? He showed us. They didn't have a preseason when he arrived. Took them 1-2 trophies the next year, won the following year. Can you do it with kids? Is there a place? There's a big conversation about development in the country, especially the big teams. Can you bring in and blood in youngsters into a team? And he did it. So I think Coach Jose, for me, I will remember him as a coach who, maybe will not get the respect that he deserves, but he went in, and where all of us are crying about a million things, dog, he went and fixed something. Yes, when they say he's a plumber, guys, plumbers fix things, man. Plumbers fix pipes, and the pipeline of trophies started working at Pirates. I think the sad part is that we never got to see him take the next step with this team. I think next season would have been a very interesting season for Coach Jose and Pirates. So losing him is going to be very tough. But come on, guys. I mean, you can't say, there's not much you can say different as to what Coach Jose has given to the country. Just look at today. Silepe is playing on top of Abo. Look at all these kids that are dancing out of nowhere. Mbogazi out of nowhere. Silepe out of nowhere. All these kids out of nowhere. For us who don't watch things like the DDC, that is incredible. And 5 trophies in 3 seasons, I think, you can't argue anything else. And we're losing a very good coach. Next season is going to be interesting for Pirates, where they go. Mara, you know what, now? I like Coach Jose very much. We're going to miss him quite a bit, guys. I'm going to close the show. Thank you guys so much for joining me, those that joined me. Ngiyabona asifuna ukukhala man my parents man. Asifuna ukukhala man.
Oh my God. Oh my God. My Shayla.
Oh my Jose, at least he gets to go out on his own terms. He did say in his interview before the game, he did say that he's happy that he gets to go out like this. In this profession, you get fired. In this profession, it goes out very ugly. At least he gets to choose his own path. Where he goes next, we'll see. But what he's done for South African football, you cannot take away. Guys, that has been the show. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Sundowns game at 7:30. If you have not followed, please follow. The normal show is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then, of course, if Chiefs, Pirates, Mamelodi Sundowns, Bafana, Bafana are in action, I will be here. Please support us. My content is out in full on YouTube, on TikTok. I try to drop as much as possible. My review will be out in about an hour and a half. And then my podcast is out tomorrow where I delve a bit deeper into Coach Jose's situation here. So if you want to watch that, please join me on YouTube and also on Spotify and everywhere else where you can find it, guys. Support us so we can grow. If you see anything with a brand, watch it 700 times if you can. Comment on it, share it, do all of those things because that helps us as content creators grow and show brands that they must come mess with us. Guys, it's been incredible. I'll see you then tomorrow, 7:30. Bye, everyone.